So I want to do a little video on kind of an update on just life in general for me here. Um, Kind of try to put this in chronological order for you. I've had a lot going on over the last several months, and I haven't been putting out near as many videos as I usually do. This is summertime here, and usually that means I am just, at it as hard as I can get it. And I've been pretty busy, but I haven't put out near as much content as I usually do. And there's been several things that has been the reason for such. Just a long list of things that have been occurring here. And so I was just going to briefly talk about some of the things that's been going on in my life, and kind of why I've kind of taken a little break from the YouTube so much, even though this is something that I enjoy. So I'll try to start back. My mom passed away in December, and then her husband, my stepfather, passed about 4 weeks later in January, and so that kind of hit me pretty hard, and just kind of been dealing with that. And then that was, of course, still winter time, and I was getting all my little garden goodies ready, and I'm always real excited about my garden, and was planning that. I was doing the bigger, badder, much more improved garden, different type of style. Just really amped up over my garden, because I always am. I really enjoy doing that. And then I had nothing but problems with my garden, and then the deer came in and ate my garden, and then the plastic paper got destroyed several times by storms, and I just kind of gave up on gardening. I've got some tomatoes that I didn't even put stakes on. They're just on the ground. I just don't care. This gardening season was just, it was like everything I did just backfired on me. So I just quit. In fact, if you can look behind me, if you see back here, all that really tall area, that's my garden. It's just weeds. I literally have nothing but a few tomato plants, and I just got my first tomatoes last week, or this week, last week. So here it is, very end of August, and I just got my first tomatoes, which I'm not worried about. I did have onions. I got lots of onions and potatoes, but as far as vegetables, I didn't really get anything. What the deer didn't destroy, and this paper being ripped up by the storms and tearing up my plants, between all that, I just, like I said, I gave up. And so I haven't been doing really any gardening per se, and I haven't done any videos because of the garden. There's really nothing to report other than how tall the weeds are. And then let's see, I've been having some personal issues here at the homestead that are still ongoing. And then about a month and a half ago, I went to the doctor for just a checkup, and I got some concerning information. I really won't go into a lot of details, but basically, I got to change my lifestyle, and which is for the good. But so I'm in the process of that right now, where I'm trying to clean up my lifestyle as far as what I eat and drink and what have you. So that kind of was a downer. Nobody wants to hear bad news, but it wasn't anything life threatening. It's just one of those things where you should do what you should do what you need to do. And anyway, so doing that, and then a week ago or more, my lawnmower, my Craftsman lawnmower died on me a couple weeks ago. My Craftsman lawnmower died on me, and so I still have to cut grass. It still grows, and I still got to maintain my property. So I did what I said I would never do, and I got my zero turn out and cut the pasture. And between cutting, I did it all in a day, and that's generally about 6 hours of grass cutting. And I went too hard, and I went too fast, and I'd never had the zero turn in the pasture, and it's very rough. And I thought, while I was cutting it, I thought this is going to be something that I'll probably pay for, and I did. I basically, as you may say, I threw my back out, and I didn't really realize it. Usually when I cut the pasture, even on the Craftsman, I'll be pretty stiff the next day, but nothing too exciting. Whereas this really put me down. So it was on Sunday that I cut all the grass here, and Monday I was a little stiff, nothing to the norm. And then Tuesday, when I was leaving work, I basically couldn't walk. I could only take shallow breaths. I was having such back spasms and pain that I literally couldn't make it. I couldn't walk out of the building, so I stayed for an extra couple of hours sitting before I could muster up the will to walk to my car. One of the surgeons, the neurosurgeons I work with, a back surgeon guy, called me in a prescription, and I've been taking steroids and muscle relaxants to kind of keep the pain and spasms at bay. And for the rest of that week, I was pretty pitiful. Just didn't feel good. Very cautious in how I moved. I've just never felt anything like that. I've never been through anything like that. I really got a better understanding of what people with chronic back pain go through. And I don't have the best back, but I don't have the worst back either. I mean, if badgers in the floor and I want to get in the floor and wrestle with them, I don't do it very often, because usually when I get up out of the floor after wrestling with them, my back will kind of hurt. But nothing like this. This was incapacitating. It'd take your breath away. Like I said, I couldn't take it. If I took a deep breath, my back would cinch up, and it really worried me, because you can't do anything without your back. I dress in and out for work, and I could barely get dressed back in to go home. And what would usually take me 3 or 4 minutes to walk to my car took about 15 minutes, and it was literally all I could do to just make it to my car. It was awful. Anyway, my back is feeling much better, but that really showed me that I'm not as young as I used to be, and that I can't do the things that I used to do. So I think that going forward, I'm just going to have to keep reminding myself to take it a little easier than maybe what I have done in the past. Which brings us up to the current day. So just a lot been going on here. A lot of changes, probably. A lot of different things to see. I made a video about the Craftsman, so you won't see the Craftsman anymore. And I still haven't decided. That's been a one-time event. It's been over a week, and it hasn't rained here, so The grass has not grown, luckily, because I'm still really being gentle with my back. So I'm going to attempt it again with the zero turn. I've always been afraid to get that zero turn out in the pasture because it is so rough, and honestly, I did go too fast. I'll admit that I'm equally to blame for that. It's hard for me to drive the zero turn slowly. It's kind of made to run. So I'll just have to be, like I said, I have to be more careful in the future. But that's why you haven't seen a lot of me recently, is just because a lot of things going on here. A lot of things have been going on, and just wanted to kind of let you know why you haven't seen so much of me, and that hopefully that's going to change here shortly. I am off this week, not because of my back, just because that's the week I had for vacation. I had big plans. I had already planned out a bunch of really fun things to do that I won't be doing now, because like one of them was I was wanting to go on a ATV off-roading with my little Honda four-wheeler, but I definitely do not want to re-injure my back now that it's just now starting to feel better. So I may go fishing or something real low-key, something very gentle on my body, but I don't plan on doing anything too crazy. I'm definitely won't be digging anything. I won't be contorting my body into any weird shapes, doing anything that's that stressful for it. I'm just going to take this week and just relax and just kind of enjoy doing nothing. So I have a few things. You know me, I can't just sit still, but I have a few things I'm going to do, but they're very low impact exercises. But anyway, I think I'm just going to really enjoy just really taking a week to take it easy. I only do that when I actually go somewhere on vacation. Generally, when I do a staycation, it's because I've got a huge project that I'm working on, and I'm trying to fit as many hours in one day doing it as possible. But that's not going to be the case this time. This time it's going to be just minor things. I have something I'm really kicking around, and I haven't really decided whether I'm going to do it or not, so I'll leave that open. There may be something coming here in the near future, but I'm not sure, because I can't really decide whether that's going to happen or not. So as it is right now, it won't. But excuse me, I'm still kicking it around. So whether that happens or not, it's nothing as of right yet. But anyway, just wanted to make this little video. I'm going to be putting out some more videos that I've been planning here in the near distant future, but probably I won't be doing a video every week. Just as of right now, it's just I need to take a little breather for a little while, and then of course I always usually slack off on as many videos during the winter time, because I can't get outside and do a lot of projects outside. So that's the update here. I appreciate you watching the video. If you would give me a thumbs up and a subscribe to the channel, and we will keep growing. I have noticed that we are in the 30s now, when it wasn't that long ago that I couldn't break double digits. So I'm ecstatic. I tell you what, that's having 30 something subscribers now. I'm as happy as if I had 30,000 subscribers. So tell your friends, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and I hope everything's going real well on your side of this camera here, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Thanks.